Welcome to the weekend video. I am 3D Tailor, TT. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, hello. I 3D print stuff and I record what I do. Join my journey as I've had my Bambu Lab P2S 3D printer for exactly 1 month. It's been an interesting journey and it's been quite an exciting journey. And as you can see, for those that don't know, I do move around a lot. I'm very expressive, so get ready for that. And no, I can't stop. So in today's video, we are going to be showing you what I've done in the last couple of days since the last one. We are going to be showing you some rainbow filament, and that is, wow, it's just really clever. I'll show you something I did in that. I'm going to show you some knitted stuff that I had to go with and some articulated, really detailed stuff that I've had to go with, of which I am rather impressed with the results. And sadly, we had a loss in the family. My big Maine Coon Cat, Merlin, unfortunately has left us. He was old, he had heart failure. It wasn't the biggest surprise, but it was obviously very sad. And that was a few days ago. So I have, in memorial to him, 3D printed something. And if you see my TikTok, you might already have seen that. But I am absolutely impressed with what the Maker app has on there and how it's come out. It is lovely, and as an ode to Merlin, it's absolutely incredible. Right, so firstly, we are going to do a whistle stop run through of some of the things I have done in the last couple of days, because as you know, my printer has barely stopped. I said in the last video, nearly 400 hours of print time in 31 days, which is thank you for your comments, everybody else who put theirs on, telling me their print times as well. Somebody for 9 months has done 160. Thank you for those comments. And somebody else who's got loads of printers who I'm in envy of has done thousands in a space of time. So it's so interesting seeing how different people use them. Right, first thing is I have done the essential bamboo toolkit. Now this isn't the one Bamboo supplies, it's a slightly different one. And the reason I went for this one is, and I changed the colours as you can see, rather than using the green, I've used my orange, which I've got on everything. This one seemed to have more compartments inside. I'm not going to lift it too much because everything will fall out. So I've got my hot ends and some other and your essential bits. I just thought that one looked a little bit deeper and slightly bigger than some of the other ones. So yeah, orange and black. I will link as normal everything that I've used in the description. So that is the first thing. And I'm going to do my amazement thing again, sorry, but to think my 3D printer in just a few hours zoomed around inside squirt in plastic and came out with a fully hinged box. It's just incredible. So I only did this. It's not knitted, like I said, but I did this because look, it was named Cute Little Pig, and it is teeny. It's a miniature, and I just had to do that because he's a cute little pig for no other reason, really, than I can. And then I did a selection of different miniatures, different size miniatures, and just to see how they came out. And do you know what? I can see why these are so popular. So we've got this, I mean, look at this frog. Oh, the detail, dropped it then. The detail and the knitted look is just phenomenal. We've got this giraffe. Again, the knitted detail is incredible. And then finally, I couldn't resist with the rainbow filament is this little elephant. Again, a little tiny elephant. Now, I don't know if you use the Maker app or something similar, but the profiles you can use, you can do one where it uses the AMS, and one where it doesn't, so that you can do the print of the whole thing in one go without the eyes, or you can do it with the AMS and the eyes included when it prints. One thing I found, this is a good one, is for one, if the colours are very different, I don't know if you can see whether it's my settings or not, I don't know, but can you see the black line where the eyes got done and it's kind of bled through? So if anybody can tell me, because all the settings are perfect, if anybody can tell me why when it changed colour it slightly put that black line through, that'd be great. And then what I prefer to do is where you do the print and then you stick the eyes on afterwards, which is what I've done in this one, so that you don't get any issues and it just looks so much more crispy. And you can choose which one you like. On most of them they'll have a choice whether you want to do it in one with the AMS or in 2 plates by doing the eyes separately. Obviously doing it separately is quicker because it's not having to change the colours on the P2S. I don't know what yours has got. So that's those. This was, I saw this in the picture and I thought, I've just got to do this because I'm a bit of a Disney fan, as you might know. And I mean, this is as good as it advertised. So if I bring it over that, here we have How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, look at even the eyes. Now this was a print in one. So it's got 3 colours. You've got the red tail, that obviously is in the film. And you've got the green eyes. But look at, I don't know how well you can see this, but if you look at the detail in the wing, how can I see that? Can you see that? There you go. I mean, the detail in this thing is just unbelievable. And the articulation is brilliant. This, I think, is possibly one of the best articulated toys that I've seen. Again, I'll put it in the description so that you can see it for yourself and use it if you want to. It's quite a long print, if I remember rightly. I think it was about 5 hours, but my God, is it worth it. That is so incredible. The detail has gone into that. Oh, it's just amazing. So yeah, very, very happy with that one. And I would say so far, well, until you see the thing in a minute that I'm going to show you, so far that is probably the best detailed, satisfying print I've done so far. And I've done quite a few things, as you well know already. What did I learn from those few things? If you can tell me in the comments why, when I used the AMS, it went from the black to the yellow on the giraffe and left a little line, that'd be great. Is that, no, I don't know. Is it because the colours are so different? I really don't know. Was there a bit stuck? Who knows? But next time I'll do it. I should do them in separate. You only got to glue the eyes in. Why not? But I had to go both ways. The other thing I learnt whilst doing it is I used the bumpy plate. What's a bumpy plate called again? The textured plate. And I used the tacky, I can't remember what it's called now, the Cool Plate Super Tack. I found, and they're both the Bambu Labs ones, the Super Cool Tacky Plate was much, much better for things like the articulated toys and bits and pieces like that, because it just didn't come off. It stuck solid. And I had them both absolutely clean, prepared. And previously, I don't know if you saw my failure of the articulated hand that I did a few videos ago, the textured plate, a bit came off, and then that ruined the whole print. So what I've learnt so far with this printer is the Super Cool Tacky Plate is by far the best, and it is super tacky. So for PLA and PETG so far, it has been phenomenal. If you hear a noise in a minute, it's because there's a print of a little shelf at the moment going on and it's about to finish. So sorry for that if you hear that. As I mentioned earlier, we had the sad passing of our family cat, Merlin, 15 and a bit years old. Love him. Here's a picture of Merlin here, look. As you can see, he's a bit of a cutie. He was a big lad. He was a Maine Coon, about 7.5 kilos, maybe a bit more at his peak. So I did an ode. Now this is where I used the rainbow PLA. I used the Sunlu. I gave that a go. This is the one I've used, Sunlu Basic PLA. And it's basically a whole spool of where it changes colour. So as it goes through, obviously the colours change, which, as you saw from the elephant, the knitted elephant, it looks incredible. But do a bigger item where there's more dramatic colour changes and you can really see the difference. So without further ado, let's show you what I've done. Now look at the detail on that. This is on the maker order. Again, I'll put the in the description. But the detail, if I go as close as I can without losing focus, I mean, look at this. This thing all the way through. I then picked, again, a personalised print where you can change the wording. And I put Merlin Taylor, obviously, because that was his name. And then this black plinth on the bottom, I made that from scratch using the Maker app, Bambu Studio. And I was very pleased that I literally just made it by the measurements I needed and pressed print, and it's pretty simple, to be honest. So I quite enjoyed that. But yeah, that is my ode to Merlin. What do you think of that? I've already been asked via my TikTok for the link to the cat, because it is so incredible. And it's quite a good size as well, look, if you look. So that is how we are going to remember Merlin in his sad absence, yeah. So I'm very happy with that. Right, so I was a little bit nervous about using a different manufactured filament on the bamboo, because you probably know from watching that I've only bought the bamboo filaments. So what I did was, when I put it through, because it can't automatically pick it up, which it can on the AMSs from a radio chip inside the reel, the spool, you have to physically press the buttons and choose one. And having looked at some forums, it said just choose as if it's bamboo filament and one of the colours that's on the spool, which is what I did. So I chose, I think it was some kind of beigey yellow, and that is what it thought it was. And the print, as you can see, is absolutely perfect. In fact, it's probably one of the best detailed finished prints. Sorry, it's just finishing, it's going to beep in a minute. Prints that I've done to date. So don't be put off or scared by using other filament brands, because it was Sunlu, I'm told from other places, actually make the bamboo filament as well. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Can you tell us in the comments? Is that the case? Do Sunlu make bamboo filaments? I'd be interested to know. It was a fair bit cheaper as well if you buy it in bulk. But the deal I found anyway, I don't know if it's going to be like that all the time, but it was very good value. Apart from the rainbow one. The rainbow one I think was about 15 quid a roll. And I suppose that would be about equate to $15 or whatever in America. So yeah, the standard colours, I went for a couple of greys and a lavender. Just to see what they were like, basically. So I've used the rainbow already, as you can see, on the knitted and that really detailed Maine Coon Cat. with amazing results. So yeah, don't be frightened of using Sunlu, that's for sure. From my experience, it works really well. What I've printed is a tiny little shelf, because I looked around the old sweatshop and I thought, do you know what, it would be nice just to have here and there a few little 3D printed items, just to bring it in together, because decoration, I suppose. So we're gonna have a look together. I love that sound. I don't know if you heard that. I just want to see what these little tiny shelves are like. So there it is, look. It is a little teeny shelf. I've done it in PETG because, you know, I'm a confident 3D printer now. It doesn't scare me. So yeah, there is. And the idea is I'm just literally gonna put a few of these around with a couple of little knitted toys or whatever. Might sound a bit silly, but just as a background, just to give it that feeling, that nice feeling of printed stuff around. So I'm going to put one of those up now. Right, so here we have it. A little bit of 3D decor. It's not focusing very well, is it? Oh look, there we are. So I put little giraffe and froggy up there. Yeah, so I quite like that. I'm just going to do another couple here and there, just to bring a bit of balance. And I just think it's aesthetically more pleasing. So call me sad if you like, but I quite like it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It hasn't been overly exciting, just a few updates and stuff from the last few days. I think, as I've already said, then one of the next videos is going to be doing a print from start to finish of how it's done, because I've been asked for that and I will go through that. But bear in mind that is for this printer, the Bambu, no other printer. Having not had any others, I couldn't tell you how they work, if I'm honest. I've only just learnt this one. So I will do that. And I also need to do a service. So I'm hoping this week at some point to do a service. And then the item that's being sent to me free of charge, I'm going to show you that as well. And some of you have asked about that already, about, oh, you selling out or whatever. I'm like, absolutely not. You wait till you see what it is. So it's not selling out whatsoever. I've been offered, I thought, I'm definitely having that, thank you very much. And I don't mind doing a video of showing it, because I'm going to be using it, so as you'll see. So it's quite exciting, I think. So it was great to see you. Please leave some comments of the stuff that we've gone through today. Give us a like, subscribe, so that you can see the stuff coming up and you'll get notified. And you can even press the icon bell, ding, so that you get notified and it pops up and you can see when another video comes in. It's great, all the support you've been giving me. I've been only going a month and we're 600 and something subscribers, and it just makes me so happy. I really enjoy doing this. Don't ask me why, I just do. So yeah, help me realise the YouTube dream, if you like, of doing this, because I've wanted to do it for a while. And yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.